Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Kayla and I'm so honored to introduce you to these intriguing and majestic animals. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter will give you a better understanding of these amazing animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Really are a natural wonder, and our whales here will help show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It may look like their eyes are in that white patch, but that's a visual distraction. The eyes are actually right in front of that white patch, camouflage from thrashing prey. The fin on top of the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, and that helps stabilize them when they swim. It also helps them regulate their body temperature. There are no bones or muscles inside, which is why you may see it curve. The flippers on either side of the body are called pectoral flippers, and those are used for steering and stopping. Each one has 5 bony digits inside, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes, and that's the killer whale's engine. It can propel them to speeds of 30 miles per hour, which could be as fast as some speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude and size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuba learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Orcas often use body language as a form of communication. A pectoral slap may be used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap in order to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they preach. Is that killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Important parts of communication that killer whales use in the wild and are here at SeaWorld.
God damn. Wow. About 20 rolls.
Now, because killer whales are such great communicators, it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flips, making for an easy meal.
waves that wash over floating ice, knocking unsuspecting seals right into the water. Watch as Shuka shows you a similar wave-making technique, demonstrating one of the many complex and impressive hunting abilities killer whales developed around the world. Now, you just saw these waves crashing in front of you, but you can't truly imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I have a couple of very brave volunteers that are going to be coming down and feeling the power of these waves. Everybody give them a big round of applause. All right, guys, take a seat right there and hang on tight. You're going to be our seals. Come on, guys, keep cheering for them. They're about to feel this 55 degrees salt water. And here comes our wave. Good job, guys. High five. All right. Pretty cool. Now, because killer whales live in every part of the ocean, it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales.
We have another orca.
Went back down.
The blue whale coming up on the screen behind me is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does a killer whale Shuka size prey on a whale that size in the wild? It's all because they're the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Now, play is an important part of everyday life for a killer whale. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas are constantly interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and right here. Porpoising is when an orca swims fast at the surface, breaking through the water just free. You may see them do this when riding in the wake of a boat or when surfing in a wave. Orcas also love to be touched and will rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We see our whales do this here, just like the whales in British Columbia. Whales will also imitate each other in the wild. We see it here where our whales are constantly mimicking and learning from each other. does have a purpose. In hunting, a tail whip may be used to stun fish, but today, as you've already seen, it's going to be stunning all of you. Now, we care for our whales all day, every day, which allows us to share trusted relationships and provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. The whales in our care even take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, they can roll over and show us their tail flukes, which helps when taking a voluntary blood sample. That allows us to make sure they're staying nice and healthy. They can even slide up onto a scale like you see Orchid doing in this video. That allows us to monitor their weights. We can even obtain breath samples from their blowholes because of the trusted relationships we build here day after day. Now I want to go ahead and introduce you all to a very special whale. Give her a round of applause. This is Kalia. And Kalia is our youngest female, being just 18 years old. And although she is one of the smallest and the youngest, she is the matriarch of our pod here. So basically whatever Kalia says goes. She has inspired millions all around the world, and I hope she's continued to inspire you here today. We challenge the whales all day, every day to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all help keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including of killer whales in the wild. Scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Oceanus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.